I'm having way too much fun with this. I can't believe that it like literally wrote this in 30 seconds. Hey, I'm George. Welcome to Happy Hour Sessions. We got a very special guest again today. That's the third time that this guest has been on. AI. First time I used ChatGPT to see how fast we could develop some lyrics and the idea of a song. Second time we used FreshBots, which I always laugh because I feel like it's a play off the Dave Grohl Fresh Pots. But this time we're going to use Suno, or Suno. All I did research-wise for this was asked a couple of friends what they recommend and did some brief web searches to kind of get an idea of like, hey, what's the best AI program out right now? What's easiest? But the spirit of this is I want to use programs that I haven't used before and just kind of experiment and show people like how easy it is to create art and also get a feeling of maybe how scary it is or, you know, what these paths kind of look like. So it's suno.ai, and all I know is that when I've gone to their website, it's very interesting. It brings you up a bunch of prompts. That's as far as I know. This is a song about the moon. Let's pick something else, kind of silly. This is a song about the dentist. So this is all just on their website. Like if you go to their main page, there's just a bunch of prompts that you can kind of scroll through. So I'm gonna click on make a song. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Explore, create. I have to create an account. So pardon me while I do this real quick. Okay, so we're subscribed now. This video is probably gonna come out right around Easter, so we are gonna use that kind of as a theme. We're gonna talk about the Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny, but I kind of want it silly. I don't know if it should be like Easter Bunny is leaving exploding eggs. Maybe Easter Bunny fell in love with the Tooth Fairy. Let's go with that. That kind of sounds fun. Easter Bunny fell in love with the Tooth Fairy and forgot about Easter and leaving eggs for kids. And we're gonna just keep going. We're just gonna keep getting silly with this. Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy ran away together to Vegas to elope. We're just gonna say ended up on a honeymoon cruise. I'm being pretty specific here because I learned that the more specific you can be, the better the song turns out. It's given me two options. One is called Bunny Love, and the other one is Easter Bunny's Love Affair, which I kind of think is hilarious. So Bunny Love is pop, whimsical, upbeat. That's how it's described. And Easter Bunny's Love Affair is upbeat pop. So let's take a listen to these. I don't know why there's no words. It says there's lyrics here. I mean, there's lyrics that I can see here, but they didn't make it into the song for some reason. I don't know why. Not only did it write its song in like a minute or 30 seconds or whatever, it also generates this thumbnail, which is adorable. Okay, so here's some lyrics. I'll trade my eggs for love that's so divine. Let's run away together to Vegas we will go. I can't believe that it like literally wrote this in 30 seconds. It arranges it, it does beats, it does melody, it does lyrics, does everything. It generates a 30-second clip. You then can go and say continue from this song. Oh, apparently I have to go over here now to do that. So okay, we're gonna take this idea again of the Easter Bunny, and we're going to put it over into you can put in your own lyrics. So let's take the lyrics that it generated over here. Style of music. We are gonna do this one. Oh, you know what? Random style. Let's just do random style. Futuristic ballad. Sure. And then this is called Bunny Love. We're gonna see how this looks. I love the fact that it gives you different options. So like, this is version 1, and this is version 2. Vegas is not by the shore. This is so insane. I'm gonna try to create a whole song here. And this time I'm gonna do pop punk and see how it sounds. Late 90s, early 2000s, like that was a hit. This has like Story of Year vibes combined with Blink-182, which is incredible. The backing vocals, the drum beats don't sound as robotic as they could sound. Okay, so I continued the Bunny Love pop punk one. We're gonna see how long this makes it now. God, this is unbelievable. So my complaints with the first couple AI episodes that we did, partly was user error, my ignorance of like, how do I use AI? How do I describe things better? But this is a blast. Like this, I think, is such an amazing gateway into, even as like a learning tool. If you type in a style of music, if you're like, hey, I want to hear what pop punk sounds like, and you start to dissect it and you're like, oh, so here's the guitars, palm muting here, and here's the stops and the hits and stuff they're doing with the drums, and here's maybe if they start doing, halftime stuff or whatever, like you start to understand some of the nuances of the styles of music. And I think that alone is incredible. Okay, so we're gonna listen to Bunny Love now, part 2, and we're gonna see how this sounds. Again, doesn't seem like there's vocals here, so let's go to this one. This is what I started with. And then, in theory, those two should be put together. And then. So some of the lyrics are a little forced. The thought that they just took this basic idea and effectively give you a fully produced song with vocals and with drums, and I mean, there's overdubs, there's layers. If I was going to use AI to make an album, I would treat it like it's an instrument. In the same way that I would pick up a guitar and say, okay, I've already got these lyrics or this concept in my head and I want to get it out into the world, I would start playing some chords on the guitar and, fiddle around with it, whatever, and try to construct a song. Flush it out, rework things. But I mean, this can generate ideas so fast, and it can generate proof of concepts. And even if it's nothing more than like an inspirational tool, if you've got writer's block and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna write about next, you start putting stuff in here just as inspiration, or you see a line in here like, oh, I mentioned before, he's gonna trade his eggs in for love. Like, that's a funny line. I enjoy that. Okay, how do I play with that? And then add the human element to it. Again, I still don't think this is perfect. Like, I wouldn't release the song 100% as is. There's some stuff that feels forced. But what I do know is that it's a wonderful thing to get past writer's block or other roadblocks you might have. And I just think as a tool, man, this thing is so powerful and so amazing. Regretfully, I'm not gonna actually play like a full song, but I think, again, just as a reference, as where we're at with this, it's pretty incredible. So I don't know exactly what the rights are with the use of Suno or Suno. I should probably learn how to say that. But I'm gonna start clicking around here and see if I can figure out like who owns the rights to this. Once it's created, does the site own it? Songs, streaming service, commercial use. Owner, let's go this. It says you own the songs that you generate while subscribed. If you cancel your subscription, you continue to enjoy the right to use content generated while you are actively subscribed for commercial use in perpetuity. So yes, if you subscribed for a month and you wrote 1 million songs, which it caps it, but like if you wrote 1 million songs, you then own those. That is my understanding of this, but I am no lawyer. To me, this is the AI program that I was waiting for. It says, okay, all of a sudden we've got different vocals, different styles of music. It writes a full song, and I mean, I think I paid $30 for the month, and I mean, effectively, I could write a whole album 10 times over. That's mind-blowing to me. I know what I'm doing for the next couple weeks. This puts out content and quality that I think a lot of average musicians can do already, with a lot less work. So I think it's going to be one of those that can be a little threatening, but it's also insanely fascinating. It does it for this episode. If there's an AI program that you want me to try out, comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, save us from the algorithm, and we'll see you next time.